Good Wednesday morning. It's February 19th, 2025. Long kind of with our outlook. I am using this morning's model runs to kind of push us off to the future, but I did see some changes on the midday model runs. I'll have to see how things pan out in the long range. There are some chances maybe of some wintry weather. We'll have to see. Today it's just wintry in the sense of cold, and we could have some flurries around for sure, especially probably southern areas. Don't be surprised if you see some flurries flying around, but nothing significant, and the dry air is just eating any moisture that's coming our way. I mean, the dew points are down close to zero, and so that just means the air is just super dry, which I think you're feeling if your lips are chapped and things like that. So here we are. We're cold today, but not windy, but the winds will kick in tomorrow. It was chilly and cold overnight. Here's all that low and the moisture to our south, area southeast Virginia, especially. Could see some snow into North Carolina, and it could be significant. They could get 5-10 inches, maybe a few spots getting up to a foot. We'll have to see. But it really is confined to the south and east. Here's the upper level support of the situation. That's why you're seeing the snow point out or break out of here. These originally were looking to combine, and if they had, it would have dragged all this moisture up right over top of us, and it would have been really cold and powdery and incredible snow. Instead, that upper level support will swing through tomorrow as it starts to kind of form up with the coastal this way out to sea. One thing we're going to see is an increase in wind, too. It just remains brutally cold for this time of year, with highs today only in the mid-20s tomorrow and the upper 20s. That's way below normal as we get closer to getting to 50 degrees for our high temperatures. So really below normal, cold, windy, breezy day tomorrow. We start to mount up a little bit over the weekend. We're still a little bit on the colder side of things, but not super cold. And then into early next week, we can get up into the 50s, which is very typical. Like I said, only slightly above normal. And then we'll have to watch to see what goes on beyond this point. There are a few clipper systems or things coming out of Canada, that are causing some winds. And if you look, you see the isotherms are coming up here. So this means it does look like it will warm up next week. Then a little shower comes through, it kind of kicks down some colder air as we're riding along the front. And then we have potential for a low pressure system to form along the boundary between the cold and the warm. And then the question is, are we cold enough or potentially snow or not? This looks like really interesting and exciting this morning. The trajectory of this system, although exciting because it's south of us, does not feel ideal for a snow situation. It'd have to kind of be perfect because that would have to, one, bring in the colder air, and two, then kind of bomb out and cause more snow. And in the long range, here's another system that could cause some moisture. The thing I see here that's a little bit disappointing for those looking for more summery or spring-like temperatures is after we do a little bit of warm-up, it does look like it's going to cool off as we head into early part of March. And that is what this is, by the way. This is the early part of March now. This is so far off, who knows if it's true. But, there's another potential coastal storm of some type. Who knows? But those are some windows of opportunity for potentially more storminess. I won't show you snowfall maps. I'll just kind of summarize today and tomorrow. Very chilly, very cold. More winds will kick in tomorrow, so it's going to feel even colder. Temperatures will start to become milder or warm up as we move into the weekend. And then into next week, we'll probably get in the 50s. And then we could have some rain that could come in with the front and kind of cool us down a little bit. So we were slightly below normal, and then we'll have to watch whether or not a storm system could form and cause some wintry weather next week. This is your Loudoun kind of with our outlook. Cold, dry with flurries probably around today and tomorrow. That's pretty much what we're expecting. If we get a more heavy snow shower, the ground is so cold it will accumulate. So tomorrow morning's commute could be a little bit interesting. We'll have to see what goes on and how much snow really these things can let out. Have a good day and stay warm.